class, I wanted to have a lesson here with a very good student example of paper 1 and 2 and what they should look like and kind of how they mirror each other. So I have here a student example. She just wrote this for me, and when she initially proposed her topic idea, she wanted to write her essay over vaccinations and how it should be mandatory. Well, paper 1 is you're doing the flip side of it. So if you see here, the negative sides of vaccinations. If you also look at the word count here, this is shorter. Your main paper is a 2,000 word essay. So this is our pre-paper. This is the one that we're going to do to, one, know who you're writing to. I want you to really know why other people may not feel the same way as you do, and by forcing you to analyze it, look at it, research it, write on it, you're fully going to know who you need to write to when you get to your main paper. So this one is the negative sides of vaccinations. This is not what she feels. But let's go through this paper. So this is an example of paper 1. It will be on the home page. In the intro, she has a source. So if you see here, it's a shortened version of the title because you do not put a full length title. And so it's the quotes. The title of it is quotes from. Go down here. You'll see the title, quotes from medical doctors. So we're going to come back up. So she used a shortened version, which is what you do. In quotations says, we have beginning quote, end quote. We have the author right here and a page number. We come down here. One source will be good for an intro of this length. This is where we have our thesis paragraph. We're pulling it out, and we're really going to make sure that it's there. Though parents may be advised to have their children vaccinated, that may not always be the best choice. Overall thesis. Not only are they not always effective, A, they go against many religious beliefs, B, and can have harmful side effects, A. So we have in a different paragraph, overall thesis, very good. No sources, it's short, an A, a B, and a C. If you think back to Comp 1, this paper is going to be very similar to that. And this one right here is going to be our A. They're not always effective. That's what all of this is. It's her A. So if we look through here, we have an A, a B, religious beliefs, and C, finally, they can have harmful side effects. And then we have a conclusion. This is formatted a lot like the essays you did in Comp 1. The difference is A, you have that separate thesis paragraph, then you have sources. So I'm not going to go through this whole paper. You can look at it. I have it posted. But I want you to look at how this author, how she varied up her sources. So in the book, it's a book. So it is italicized, vaccination controversies. And then down here, page numbers with the author. You always have page numbers. If it's a one-page article that you found online, then it's a paragraph number, P-A-R-A, paragraph numbers. So then down here, we have a source here with the title in parentheses, page number. We come down to this paragraph. Last name, et al. That means that there's multiple authors. Page number. Down here, an author. This is the interview. Tammy Marshall, who recently got the flu vaccine. That's the credibility. You have to do that. And then at the end, Williams. This is the only one where you would do last name, last name. That's the only source because it lets your audience know that this was a personal interview. That's why it's cited this way. Down here, we have another vaccinations, or vaccines and, shortened version of the title. Conclusion, it's okay in paper 1 not to have a source in your conclusion. Then we come down here, works cited, no extra space. We have the hanging indent. We have it in alphabetical order, the date you accessed it. We don't have the all long EBSCOhost dash 1234 / ABCD / 14 lines long. We don't have all of that. Personal interview. So all of this on how to cite it is on the Al Purdue website. So I do expect you to be going there to look at it. But this right here is a very good example of how to do paper 1. intro, thesis paragraph, ABC, conclusion. Sources scattered throughout, quotations, paraphrasing, summary, and varying up how you use your sources. Now I want to move on to paper 2. The positive sides. Now we're on the paper that on the side that she really wanted to do. Look at the word count. It's a lot longer. So we have a multiple paragraph intro we still have our thesis paragraph. So our intro is just longer. We're going to give a history. We're going to give a timeline. We're going to slowly lead into why is there a problem? Here's what the problem is. We're going to use those sources throughout. A brief history, ... page number. It's in quotation marks. We come down here, a daughter. I was reading this one. We have the title, ... page number. Another this is telling me that this was a paraphrase or a summary, last name, page number. Now we get to paragraph 3, and it is a thesis paragraph. It's a little bit longer. All children, adults, and elders should be vaccinated against everything possible. Oh, good thesis. Vaccines' positive sides definitely outweigh the negative side. We have a 2-sentence thesis. Do you have to have that? No, but it worked for this paper. Vaccines reduce the amount of sickness. That's an A. They're safe and effective. B. They save family time and money. C. So we're going to have more than one paragraph now. So we have, they reduce the amount of sickness. And so there are multiple paragraphs on that, but the same thing, varying up how we use our sources. Sources. It's not just quotation marks. This is still A. Sources and an article from. We're using the article in the sentence now. You still have to do at the end. In the end with quotation marks. No matter if you have it in the sentence or not, at the end you still have to have the parentheses. And then it all should correlate with down below in your works cited page. So if you go through this at your own time, I just don't want to make this video super long. Sources. So we have, right here, we have the personal interview. Tammy Knight, a registered nurse, with Knight down here, that only one with the last name. That again, in the sentence and down here, that tells me that's a personal interview. So it follows the same format, it's just longer. Each paragraph has more than one point. Another interview here. Kristen Brumbelow, a registered nurse, last name again. Newton, 242. So we have, according to the book, then down here, the author of the book with the page number. Quotation marks around the title with page numbers. So it's very consistent through here. And so go back and look at the A, B, and C, and then you'll see that it follows A, B, C. There's just multiple paragraphs for that. So that's why on paper 2, your outline is going to be really important on how to get those multiple paragraphs. What's going to be the focus of your point A, and then paragraph 1, paragraph 2 under point A, what's the focus is going to be? How are you going to break those up? And so it can be done. If you need help, let me know. But this is where really brainstorming and going through your paper and your points is going to be very important. But everything through here is a good example. This right here, and I don't change it before I use the examples to show that your paper does not have to be perfect to get a good grade on here. Right here, you would undo the blue, and I didn't change that before I used this as an example, because I want to show you that she needed to change this, but it's so minor. And she made a great grade on this paper, and so you would want to go through and undo the blue, undo the underline. I know it automatically does it for you, but you'd want to change that. But again, alphabetical order, the hanging indent. If it's a longer article like a book, then it's italicized. If it's a shorter article, then it's quotation marks. So if you see, it's either the title or the author first. So title, author, title, author, title, or author, title. So in alphabetical order. So I hope this helps. explain how we're doing this. I'll have these posted, and let me know if you need help.